Welcome back, everybody. It's Meridy here with Not Just for Boys Kit Club, and I am here with our 7th process video using the Nature Adventure kits, which I am having a lot of fun with this month. So let me show you what I am using today. Today I want to scrapbook these 5 pictures. It is, wow, got my little notes on the back. It's pictures from my family. I'm not in any of the pictures, of course, because I'm taking them, but one of the layouts that I made earlier this month of me and my son in the little river was from this day, like this time I handed off my camera. But this is the rest of my family, and as you all know, because I know I've mentioned in my videos numerous times, we live in the desert. When the snow melts from the top of the mountains that surround Tucson in the wintertime, it goes down into a place, a little canyon, and we get water, like a little water, as you could see, it's like up to their ankles in the little like rivers that go down the mountain. So this was in the spring, this was in April. We might have gotten some rain too that might have added to this water. So yeah, that's a rare thing for us, all the green and the water. So I would love to scrapbook these 5 pictures with this kit. Enough talking about that. I pulled out some things to use because I do that. I pull out just a few things for my embellishments, so I'm not overwhelmed with 200 pieces of embellishments. So I did pull out these acrylic words that Paula designed. I love them. She did a really great job. Nature, camp, walk, life, hike, and run. And then I pulled out a couple little moths from the ephemera and some layering pieces, and 5, because there's 5 of us, but 4 of them in the pictures. I don't know. I just pulled all of these random things from the different ephemera and embellishment kits that came in this month's. Life is good, in the sunshine. Today, some tabs, another little moth, so happy, a little slide mount, this day, and another little tab. So I want to use all those. I really liked this packaging, and I thought it would make a great layer. Let me get my other packaging out, because this one is also really pretty with these pictures. So I think I'll keep this packaging out too. Maybe I can use that for a layer. I'm gonna put all the embellishments back in here because I know I'm not gonna be using them right away. And I've got a lot here. I've got, you know, I might just keep this one out too, because there was yellow in my pictures, I believe. Oh yeah, I've got yellow flowers here on some of these trees. Not too much yellow, but you know, if I need a little sliver of yellow, I'll keep that out. I've got more layers here. These are the things that I did not pull that to match pictures specifically. You know what I'm gonna do though? I'm gonna grab these frames because I really want to start using these. I haven't used them nearly enough this month. And then these are the little chipboard pieces and little bits and bobs, and my sequin mix, of course. So I'll keep those in arm's reach. This is gonna represent my journaling when my page is finished. I'll put that on at the end and show you where I put this towards the end of every video for about the past month and a half or so. I've been putting this on my layout to show you my idea where I would put journaling, because a lot of people have asked for that. I've got my little hearts. I've got my packaging left over from embellishments from this month, so I'll keep that. I've got my stamp set. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use that because this layout is gonna be pretty busy with all the pictures and all the things that I've got going on, so we'll see. Today only happens once. I would like to use that as my title on this layout because I think it will look good on there. You know what? I'm gonna just take this out because I can use that gray as layering. Even if I don't use it on this page, I can use it, you know, in future layouts. So I've got a little gray scrap there. And then of course I've got my little leaves. And this was my color swatch for this month's kit. I'm gonna put it off to the side. And then the scraps of paper, this is the paper that I have left that I've cut into so far. And then I saved these 2 papers because my pictures do have blue and green in them. So I think that these two papers will look really amazing to be a majority of the papers on this layout. And then of course, my sticker sheet, I really want to use some of these floral bits like this one, maybe not the rose, but I really like this one because it's more of like a wildflower. Their spirit was wild. You are my sunshine. Of course, different just layers. Just breathe. Yeah, I really like some of the things here for this layout. This is my scratch paper that I use for my stamps. So I'll just set that to the side too. So I think the first thing that I need to do is I'm not going to use these as the background to my layout. I'm going to use white paper. Or at least for now, I'll use white. Maybe I'll change my mind and decide I need colored cardstock. But I'm kind of gonna set out my white papers. And I'm basically just going to grab just my pictures, my 5 pictures, and I'm gonna see how I can lay them out on this page, or if I want to cut any of them down. You know, I'm gonna get my title too because it's fairly large and I'm gonna need it for placement too. And if I need to cut any of my pictures down to fit in these 4x4 square frames, I want to do that now. Let's see. And I'm not sure how I want to lay this out. Now, when I take pictures, I often off-center my subject because it's pleasing to the eye, like centering them over here. So I don't really want to cut this picture down because I love all the scenery in it and I don't want to lose that. This one I'm fine cutting down a little because it's just not as important scenery to me. I might do that. Okay, this one, my sun is very out of focus in the front. I can focus on the 3 of them. I would have no problem getting rid of that little bit and this little bit of this picture. So maybe I want to use a different frame though. Or maybe I don't. I don't know yet. Okay, what I think I'm gonna do is cut down these 2 pictures to 4x4. Okay, now I've got a little variety to play with in this layout. And let's see. I might want to make this fairly simple. Simple is good. And maybe just have these pictures go across my page like that. I kind of like that. Not sure that I need any more of these, but I have more and smaller sizes of them over here if I need them. I love my title. Obviously, you cannot read it on the white paper, but I'm not worried because this paper might not end up being white. I haven't even gotten that far yet. So, but the placement, I think, of everything looks good. I think this title nicely balances out that picture over there. Okay, the next thing that I think I need to worry about is adding patterned paper. And I really love this little scene here on the bottom. Unfortunately, I don't have 2 sheets of this. So let's just experiment here and trim some. I'm also gonna grab these packaging, the packaging that I had out, because I can use that for layers underneath my pictures. And this gingham paper is like a tone on tone. It's a giant sunflower on the back is what it is. It's really hard to see, but I think I like this side. Anyways, so If I was to try to use this little seam across the bottom, I think I could really just offset this paper. So about 8 inches of it is on this side and 4 inches of it is on, this is the seam, you know, on this side. I really like that. Now to decide what to put on the rest. Now if I wanted, I could cut this paper and put 8 inches of it right here and the other 4 inches right there. And of course it will match and bring in everything, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. So what I'm going to do is kind of mess around. I'm going to go ahead and cut the top, this fold off of these, because then I can work with it in the right size. And I'm going to do that for all of these packaging pieces. This one's of course already done. Now this bright yellow is a lot, and it's very it's just very bright. I wonder if I could just put a tiny bit of it sticking out. And this really just blends. And I'm not sure that I like this one. I'm gonna get rid of this one for now. Let's see. I kind of like this more neutral one a lot better than the light blue one that I just had up there. And honestly, I don't know that the gingham is matching. What to do? Let's see what this would look like all the way under there. It's just kind of too much for me. But I wonder if the blue is any better. I have other options too, because I still have other scraps of paper from, you know, the rest of this kit. So I have to keep that in mind. It's hard for me to tell if I like the blue or not, but I think I like it. But maybe I just need a piece of blue cardstock. Like maybe I don't need to use this patterned paper, because I really like this side and I think I can use it on other layouts, and this just reads like cardstock. So let me go try to find a piece of light blue cardstock, and I'm going to see if I can fit that underneath here. Kind of like the light blue colors in these little flowers. Maybe I can find this same color that I have this scrap of. Ah, that looks really good. I'm going to try to find another piece of this same color that I got from my stash earlier this month. All right, I did find the same color, and I am going to try trimming it. I'm going to trim let me see how many inches I've got here. 4.5 inches. And then the other side will be 7.5 inches, like the leftover piece. So I'm going to trim 4.5 inches right here. This piece is 7.5 inches, and I'm going to see how this looks all the way across. I'm not as scared to cut the cardstock from my stash as I am to cut this paper. I don't know why. That's kind of silly. But yeah, that's me. I think I like it like this. And I want to pick up some of this yellow and move it to the other side, and I want to pick up some of this and move it over too. So I am going to cut 1.5 inches off the edge of this to use over here. And I'm going to cut quite a bit off this yellow because I don't need it all. I'm just going to cut 2.5 inches. Nope, I'm going to cut 3 inches. That way I have a little wiggle room. So I'm cutting 3 inches off the yellow. And then this. I don't know how I'm gonna do this yet. Okay, but we're balancing the yellow and the tan across both sides. And making layers here. Oh, that does not look pretty. I don't know about this little tan piece. In the meantime, every time I move this, it hooks on my little letter right here, and I'm gonna tear it. Okay, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna cut this green paper. Since I cut the blue paper at 3.5 inches and 7.5 inches, I'm going to have to do the same thing for this paper. I'm gonna cut 7.5 inches off of this side. So that side is 7.5 inches and this side is 3.5 inches. So it completes 12-inch across pages. So I am going to get this. I'm going to adhere down what I have so far. Not the little yellow and teal scraps, but the rest of it. And I do think I want to mat these 3 pictures on white cardstock. So I'm going to mat those on white cardstock and get everything adhered, and I will be right back. So I ended up putting everything down, even these little background pieces. I did not put the title down yet because, you know, I thought it looked fine like this. So I don't think I'm gonna need a lot more of these paper scraps that are left over from, you know, previous layouts. I'm thinking I probably am not gonna use many, if any of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these off to the side. And now I can pull out all of the various embellishments that I think I might use. I'm gonna pull out one of these little tiny green frames because I feel like I maybe could use that somewhere in an embellishment cluster, but I'm not sure yet. So I'm gonna keep it there to remind myself. Of course, my sticker sheet, I don't wanna forget to get that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this tab and hole punch the middle hole. Just using a regular 1/4 inch office size hole punch will work in the packaging. It's our packaging that turns into tags, and it's just a 1/4 inch hole punch there. I'll keep that up there in case I need to use that, and my little hearts I can add in last. But these are the main pieces that I pulled out that I want to use. I think I'm gonna write nature walk or nature hike. I don't know. Nature hike or walk. Not sure. It was more of a walk, not a hike. We're not even wearing shoes. I'm just gonna put nature walk. Okay. Now I've got all these little bits and bobs that I've got to spread around here. Let's see. I've already got 2 of these frames here, so if I did put a 3rd one, I would probably want it to go somewhere over there to kind of balance out these other 2. And maybe I should back it with something like a color, maybe white. No, I don't want to back it in white because this is white. We'll see. We'll get to that later. And backing it in gray. It looks okay, but I'm not loving it. So since I have one frame over there, maybe I can put another frame. Okay, let's do it this way. I have embellishment cluster here. I think I will want a little embellishment cluster down here, and then another embellishment cluster somewhere up here. That's good. I do not like this. It really is blending in to the layout a lot. I might not use that. But I do have other things down here that I can use. Let's see. I can put one little cluster down there. I can use this slide mount to be the base of my cluster up here. We'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna wedge this under here, I think. And then there's a lot of white right here. So maybe I can put this out on this side somewhere. Let's see. Oh, I love this tag. Maybe it will go in here. Okay. So it's the 4 of them in this picture, but the 5 of us are on this hike. I wonder if this goes in here. Nope, don't like that either. You know, I wonder if I can just use one of these little scrap pieces to mat back there. I think that would look nice, so I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna cut this and use it to mat this in this frame. That's good. I think it stands out. I do have this little 5 right here. Let's see here. I've just got a variety of little bits and pieces. I do have these 3 moths. I know it's hard for you guys to see what I've got down here because it's off the camera, but let's see if that helps a little. That might give you a little bit of a better view. So I've got these 3 butterflies. Of course, I don't want to put the green on the green. So maybe I'll put the green one up there and the blue one down here and the yellow one somewhere in here. Okay. This day, I like this little life is good, and I could use a little yellow up there. In the sunshine. That looks pretty cute. Still got a yellow tab. I don't think I'm gonna need this other little frame. That's very big. This is gonna try to see how this looks like, kind of wedged in here, so that kind of reads as one embellishment cluster. I don't think I need this. I don't think I need this. This is just the scrap I cut off. That's the scrap I cut off. Let me see in here what else I've got. Oh, I've got this day. And then got this little tab. Oops. Let's see what other things I've got in here. I've got lots of little odds and ends ticket pieces that I can spread around here. I think I like it down there. Maybe I'll cut this green tab. Let's see. I wonder if this would look nice underlapping that. And then maybe I wouldn't even back this, what is it called? The slide mount. Okay, kind of like it like that. And another little white tab down there. I like all my tabs, I like all my layers. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera and adhere all these little bits and pieces that I put down, and then I will come back in with you and take one last glance with my sticker sheet in hand and see if there's anything else that I need to add in. So let me go off camera for a minute and get this adhered down, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I got everything that you can see here adhered down, but I'm gonna grab a few things and see if we need to add some more bits and bobs. Geez, I don't think I need any more of these little guys. I don't think I have room for like more words. I think there's plenty of words on here. I don't know that I want my little hiking guy on here. I don't think he matches the style of this one. Sequins might look cute sprinkled on here a little, but it just might be too much. There's a lot happening on this layout right now. I do think that I can add some of my little hearts that I pulled out of the chipboard phrase ephemera pack from 49 in Market, but I probably might color them like I have on some of the other layouts, because you can't even really tell that that's flowers on there. You know, it would be cute putting a little heart right there. And I think I will ink it to be this light blue color. I'm going to ink it in the speckled egg. That's the color I've been turning to a lot with this kit, is the speckled egg. And I would just get my little mini blending brush and just put a little bit of speckled egg. Oh yeah, that's gonna look cute. Do I need any more hearts? Let's see, I mean, I have a lot more hearts. Maybe I'll stick one down here. And I think I'm also gonna ink that the same exact color so it just kind of pulls it in. Okay, I think that's all for the little hearts that I'll use. Then I've got my journaling strips, which I probably can add journaling. I'll probably add my journaling like right there. I think that looks nice. Right underneath the title, I'll put some journaling strips because that looks really nice. I don't feel like I need any of these leaves. I feel like this is getting busy enough and I don't really need anything else on this. I don't even feel like I need any of these stickers on this. I think it's good like it is. What I do want to do is just add a little outline around this layout, and that's going to be wrapping this layout up. If you were inspired by this layout, either to make a layout using your kit similar to this, or to use your stash in a similar way to this with any of the techniques or layout ideas that I used on this page, we would love to see it on our Not Just for Boys Kit Club community Facebook group. That's on Facebook, and I will link that in the description of this video. And if you like my videos, I do post about 8 process videos a month using the current Not Just for Boys kits. So this was the 7th video for the month of August. So August is winding down, so pretty soon I'll have the 8th video for August, and then I will do a wrap-up video where I show you all of the layouts I made with my August kit, and then I will show you what I plan on doing with all the leftover pieces of this kit. And as you can see, just from these two little things that I keep pulling out, there's quite a bit of leftover pieces of ephemera from this kit. Not too much leftover paper. I've done a pretty good job at using up a lot of the paper, but there's still going to be plenty to make more, plenty of even paper to make a few more layouts out of this kit. But honestly, 8 is usually what I'm comfortable with in a month, because I kind of get tired of working with the same supplies after about 8 layouts. That's not to say I won't come back and work with them, because I often do. I'll just throw the leftovers in my stash. I usually go over what I'm going to do with those in my wrap-up video, and then I have it when I want to pull it back out and work with these supplies again. But I'll show all of that in my wrap-up video, because I still have one more layout to make before I make a final decision of what I'm doing with all the leftover pieces. So thank you guys so much for watching today. And oh, my point was, if you're not subscribed, you may want to subscribe, because I'll have more videos using this kit and every month's kit. I'll have about 8 process videos a month. So, and if you do subscribe, thank you so much. And let's see, I think that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in a couple days with our 8th layout. Bye.